Hey guys, this is Christian here. Today I'm going to do my final Oscar predictions. Before I anticipate subscribe to him, what did you think of these predictions? It's hard to believe nominations are already tomorrow. Like, it's crazy. I'm going to react to them. I'm honestly going to flip out. But with all that said, let's just get started with these predictions. Also, tell me your predictions in the comment section. I'd love to see them. Best Picture, Power of the Dog's pretty safe at number 1. This won the Golden Globe. It's won at multiple critic awards. It's probably going to win. It's going to win Critics' Choice and BAFTA for sure, I think. And it's probably going to Producers Guild. Not a lock for the Producers Guild, but it'll probably still get the Producers Guild. Belfast, Licorice Pizza, Dune, Don't Look Up. Those are all getting in. Those got in everywhere. I think this is a pretty safe 5. West Side Story's been slipping a lot. Like, it's actually been slipping quite a bit. It's snubbable in multiple categories, which we'll talk about. But I still think with 10 nominees, and the fact that Spielberg got like 4 movies nominated last decade, it should be pretty safe. One of those movies was literally just 2 nominations, including Best Picture. It was The Post, so yeah. Coda, King Richard, Tick, Tick, Boom got everything except the BAFTA, but the BAFTAs were obviously never going to go for those movies, knowing that there was 5 slots. But with 10 slots, those will probably obviously get in. If you're not predicting this top 9, I don't know what to tell you. I know a few people are doubting Tick, Tick, Boom, but I think Tick, Tick, Boom is pretty safe here. Pretty safe. And then number 10, I have Being the Ricardos, but Being the Ricardos can maybe get snubbed. I got the PGA, though, which is why I'm predicting it. But Drive My Car is actually surging. That could actually maybe get in. I would not be shocked if it did get in, but yeah. I think it's gonna get one other nomination outside of foreign, and I think it could easily get another one. But we'll get to those. Tragedy of Macbeth, like, what if that just gets a resurgence, kind of like Phantom Thread did, where it doesn't get any precursors yet, it gets here. House of Gucci's chances of getting nominated died once it missed the PGA nomination. I know it got SAG Ensemble, but it's, no, not happening. Best Director, Jane Campion's winning. No one can argue it. No one should argue it. She's winning. Like, it's easy. This is good. This is one of the easiest categories to predict the winner for, in my opinion. Denis Villeneuve for Dune. He's gonna get nominated. Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza. He's gonna get nominated. The director branch loves him. Like, they nominate him for Phantom Thread. They're gonna nominate him for this. These 3 are just locks. These 3 are just locks in my opinion. They'll probably all get in. Ryosuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car. He's getting in. Like, no one's gonna convince me that he's not. Like, he's just obviously going to get it. We have the stat of the first time nominee and director, which has been around since 1950. Foreign directors usually do pretty well. They nominated Thomas Vinterberg last year. They nominated Pavel Pawlikowski. And both of them got BAFTA nominations before they got the Oscars. And Hamaguchi's going to follow the same trajectory, I think. At number 5, this is a pretty tough slot. But I still have Steven Spielberg at 5 for West Side Story. But he's very snubbable. Like, very snubbable. I know he missed the BAFTA. I know he only missed BAFTA, but West Side Story is just kind of slipping as a whole, and maybe he goes along with it. But I'll still keep him at number 5. Kenneth Branagh could maybe get in, but I'm pretty skeptical that he's actually going to get a director nomination. I think it's going to follow the same trajectory as, like, Green Book that didn't get a director nomination. So, yeah. Except I don't think it's going to win Best Picture, of course. I don't think it's going to win Best Picture. And then, like, Joel Cohen, like, if Tragedy of Macbeth gets a resurgence and gets a Best Picture nomination, I think he's going to go along with it. At the expense of Spielberg, who hasn't been nominated since Lincoln. But Tragedy of Macbeth getting a resurgence looks pretty unlikely. Like, by pretty unlikely, I mean pretty unlikely. It's not likely at all. Best Actress, Lady Gaga, number 1. I do think she is the clear frontrunner at this point. I know Nicole Kidman won the Golden Globe. She has a strong shot to win the SAG as well. And the Critics' Choice, I'd actually say, maybe. But Lady Gaga also has, like, a very good shot to win SAG. And she's going to win the BAFTA knowing that Kidman's not even there. And neither is Olivia Colman. So I think she's a pretty clear frontrunner. Anyway, those 3 are getting in. Jessica Chastain. A lot of people think she could get snubbed. I don't see it. It's a very baity, not just baity. It's a genuinely amazing performance. I don't see why the Oscars would snub it. And she's gotten in everywhere where you would expect. The jury was never gonna go for her. I just have to say that. And then Alana Haim at number 5. She rised up to this spot after she got the BAFTA nomination. It's pretty obvious she was top 2 along with Lady Gaga. So yeah, but she has a Golden Globe, a Critics' Choice, and a BAFTA. I'm not gonna bet against that. Meanwhile, Kristen Stewart for Spencer. I think if I had her on my top 5, it would kind of be hope predicting because she missed the SAG and she missed the BAFTA. BAFTA's, well, I think like Prince William's like the president of BAFTA, and it's like a movie that the royal family doesn't like or something, but still, she didn't get a BAFTA. It's about Princess Diana, and she didn't get a SAG. Like, that hurts. That hurts. Also, Spencer's, like, dead. Like, I think if she gotten in, it'd probably be the film's low nomination. Unless it gets a lone score nomination, which is possible, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Rachel Zegler for West Side Story won the Golden Globe. She won National Board of Review. It's from the Best Picture nominee, but West Side Story's slipping, so I don't think she runs. Renate Ryan's for Worst Person in the World got a BAFTA nomination, but I think that was mostly the jury. She could maybe get in, but I wouldn't predict it. Jennifer Hudson Respect was nominated at SAG, and I think she'll only continue to just be a SAG nominee this year. Also, I just want to add one more thing. If you're still predicting Penelope Cruz to get in for Pale Mothers, stop immediately. She's not happening. I don't think I would even have her in my top 15. Like, she's just long gone. She didn't get the Globe when her same movie got nominated for score. She wasn't on the BAFTA long. That just made her DOA, not even being on the long list for BAFTA. Like, she's not happening. Like, get her off your list, people. Best Actor, Will Smith versus Benedict Cumberbatch. Will Smith got a great redemption and won the Golden Globe. I think he'll pretty easily win the SAG as well. And he could win a Critics' Choice. The only place where I don't think he'll win is BAFTA. I think BAFTA is going to be Benedict Cumberbatch. And even if Benedict Cumberbatch wins BAFTA, like you saw last year with Anthony Hopkins, Chadwick Boseman, Cumberbatch can pop up and win his Oscar. But I'll still predict Will Smith to win. So yeah. The only way I wasn't going to predict Will Smith to win is if he missed the BAFTA nomination, which he didn't, so. Andrew Garfield missed the BAFTA nomination for Tick, Tick, Boom, but he'll probably still get the Oscar nomination. Like, I don't think it affects him a lot. Denzel Washington, he's just going to get nominated. That's just going to happen, I think. He didn't get the BAFTA, but that was a jury category. He'll get in. The 5 slot is tricky. Like, it's actually pretty tricky. Peter Dinklage and Cyrano got the Golden Globe and Critics' Choice. Leonardo DiCaprio got the Golden Globe and BAFTA. Javier Bardem got the Golden Globe and SAG, and then Mahershala Ali is just same as Leo. I'm going to stick with Dinklage just because of the stat, the first-time nominee stat, which has been around. Which, last time a first-time nominee was not nominated was in 1980, I think. So, yeah, it's a 42-year-old stat. And I won't bet against it. I don't think I'll bet against it. But I think he is vulnerable. I think he is pretty vulnerable. Leonardo DiCaprio, if Don't Look Up underperforms, he'll get in probably. Javier Bardem, if Being Ricardo's overperforms, which I think is unlikely, he'll probably get in. And Mahershala Ali, just because I have him on my list, just because for no reason. Supporting actress Ariana DeBose is winning. She's obviously winning. This is the easiest acting category to predict. If you're predicting anyone else to win, like if you're predicting Kirsten Dunst to win, don't. Like, because Ariana DeBose is obviously going to win. But to the few people predicting Kirsten Dunst to win, if there are a few people, don't do it. Katrina Balf's gotten in everywhere. She'll get nominated for sure. Kirsten Dunst is even, like, my number 3. I still think Balf's a little stronger because Dunst did not get the BAFTA. She did not get in, so. Ruth Negga has everything except for Critics' Choice, which is a little weird. Because Passing is like a Critics movie, yet she didn't get Critics' Choice. She got the Golden Globe and the SAG, though, but she's going to get nominated nonetheless. And then Ingenue Ellis, King Richard, missed the SAG, but has everything else. I think this is a pretty easy 5. But Anne Dowd and Mask got Critics' Choice and BAFTA. She's not impossible at all. She could actually maybe get in at the expense of one of these people. Well, but I think it might be Hope predicting. So yeah. And then Rita Moreno, West Side Story, she got Critics' Choice, but West Side Story slipping. I think she's not gonna get in because it's slipping. Best Supporting Actor. This category is fun. This category is actually fun. Cody Smith-McPhee, I think, is pretty solid number one after winning the Golden Globe, and he has a lot of critic wins. So he'll probably win Critics' Choice, probably win the BAFTA, and he could win the SAG. But I'm not sure if he's actually going to win the SAG. I actually think Troy Kotsur could win the SAG. Troy Kotsur, I really want him to win so badly. Like, this is easily the best performance out of the ones I'm predicting. It's not even close, but they'll probably still get it to Cody Smith-McPhee anyway. Troy Kotsur's getting nominated, though, absolutely. Kieran Hines is going to be the Belfast boy and be nominated. He got everything except for the SAG. Everything except for the SAG. Jared Leto got Golden Globe and SAG. Wait, no. Oh, he got Critics' Choice and SAG. Okay, excuse me. He did not get the Golden Globe. Excuse me, I'm so stupid. Anyway, he did get the Critics' Choice and SAG, so he'll probably still get in. It's such a bad performance, so it's like not even a good performance. And there are performances that are gonna be snubbed, like Jason Isaacs and Woody Norman, that should be in here, man. And then Jesse Plemons number 5. He got the BAFTA nomination. I know it might have just been a jury, but I still think like the double nominee. There's usually double nominees in supporting every year, and I think Power of the Dog could be it. Bradley Cooper got a SAG nomination, and quite a few people are predicting him. He could get nominated, but I'm not sure if I'm going to predict it. Jamie Dornan is just kind of done. Like, he's just kind of done. Like, I just don't think he'll get in. J.K. Simmons beating the Ricardos. No. Ben Affleck, Tender Bar, not happening. Mike Feist, probably not, but I'm assuming he might have been. Wait, no, he was a jury pick. I think, like, Alana Haim and Leonardo DiCaprio were not jury picks. I think they were top 2. Mike Feist, I think, was definitely a jury pick. I think he was probably a jury pick. Now we have to go to screenplay. Original screenplay, I have Licorice Pizza, number 1. Belfast, I think, is kind of slipping. I don't think it's going to win a single Oscar. The only way I'd still have winning screenplay is if it was going to follow the Green Book route and win Best Picture. But that doesn't even look likely, so I'm not going to predict it. Meanwhile, you have Paul Thomas Anderson. He's very overdue. Extremely overdue. And he's probably gonna win. He's gonna win WGA for sure. He's probably gonna win the BAFTA, and he's probably gonna win Critics' Choice. I think it's gonna be another obviously going Chicago 7 situation. Don't Look Up's getting nominated. Easy. Being There Crowd getting nominated. Easy. King Richard getting nominated. Easy. This is like the easiest top 5 in the world. I would be shocked if it went any other way. I mean, The French Dispatch has a WGA nomination, but did not get a BAFTA. So I'm not predicting it. Come On, and Mass. Like, if the low nominee stat's been around for like 20 years, if I was predicting that stat to continue, I would predict Come On. But those movies are just dead in screenplay. They haven't gotten any precursors. And this 5 is too freaking solid. Like, I'm not gonna bet against this top 5. And I don't think any of you should either. That screenplay, Power of the Dog, probably gonna win. Coda's gonna get nominated for sure. An unpopular opinion, I might sound a little crazy, but I do think Power of the Dog could win. I think it could. Kind of like No Land of the Father last year. I'm getting so much deja vu from last year. Oh my god. But Coda, I can see that win. It's good. I think that's gonna win WGA, knowing that Power of the Dog is not there. And maybe it could just steal some of its thunder, but I still think Power of the Dog's pretty safe at number 1. Dune's getting nominated. Every single branch is gonna love this movie. They're gonna nominate it in screenplay. It's gonna be the most nominated movie for sure. I think I'm predicting it for like 11 nominations. Spoiler alert. You can probably determine what the other ones are though. Lost Daughter probably gonna get nominated. But it's not 100% lock. I think it could be snubbed, but I don't think it would be snubbed. And then West Side Story. This category it's actually a little vulnerable in. It's actually pretty vulnerable in. Because it didn't get the BAFTA in a non-jury category, and also like the movie's just kind of following. Maybe it misses screenplay, and also musicals just don't really get screenplay a lot. But I'll still predict it because I think I'll get at least like 4 out of 5. Even if I pretty like drive my car, I still think I'll get like a 4 out of 5. I'll set 5 out of 5s are great, but I'll settle for a 4 out of 5. Like I'll do it. West Side Story is snappable, but I'll keep it. Like I'll keep it. Drive My Car, I think is pretty. Drive My Car is very competitive. I actually think that could be the 5th slot that got the BAFTA. However, I'm not sure if it's gonna get in. Maybe it can. Like it's actually possible, but I'm not gonna predict it personally. But it'll probably get nominated. But I'm not gonna predict it. I sound stupid. West Side Story, I'll keep West Side Story, and even if I have like Drive My Car, and I still think I'll get like a 4 out of 5. If like something like Lost Daughter misses in favor of West Side Story. Passing, I would have felt a little more confident if it got a BAFTA. It got a USC, but I don't think that's happening. Tick Tick Boom got a WGA, but probably not getting in. Tech Time. Best Cinematography, Dune, probably gonna win. Power of the Dog's gonna be nominated. Try to Win Best gonna be nominated. Those three you should not deny. Nightmare Alley has all the precursors. It has everything. It has ASC, Critics' Choice, and the BAFTA. I would not personally bet against it, but it's still vulnerable. A lot of people have Belfast at number 5, and I get it. I mean, it has a Critics' Choice and a BAFTA and an ASC. However, usually like every black and white movie that's been nominated in recent memory have like the BAFTA, and Belfast doesn't have it, and it's home turf. So, it feels a little weird that the BAFTAs are not nominated. So, I'm going to leave. And also, it always felt weird that West Side Story would not get cinematography. Even though the movie's slipping, it just feels so weird that they would not nominate that. I mean, I'm going to leave West Side Story in, and I'm going to leave Belfast out. And I'll probably be wrong, but yeah. And then No Time to Die is just on here because it got a BAFTA, but I don't think they'll get it. Editing, this is a pretty fun category. Let's talk about it, shall we? Dune winning, it's good. Of course, Dune winning. Belfast, Licorice Pizza getting nominated. Of course, those two are getting nominated. Feels pretty safe. Power of the Dog's probably also going to be nominated because it's going to win Best Picture. Editing is very important if you're winning Best Picture. If it does not get nominated for editing, I would consider it a red flag that's going to lose Best Picture. 5th slot's pretty hard, but I'm going to do King Richard. That got the ACE Eddie nomination. It doesn't have anything else, but I still think they could go for it. Especially because I don't really think anything else here is that strong. No Time to Die got ACE and BAFTA, but I still won't. But Skyfall didn't get in, and it got those exact nominations, so I think it might just be Skyfall all over again. Don't Look Up needed a BAFTA. Like, it needed that BAFTA, and it did not get the BAFTA. And they love the film, so I'm not predicting it. West Side Story, I'm pretty confident it's just not going to get it. I'm pretty confident that's not going to get it. Tick Tick Boom, probably not going to get it either. Production design, Dune's probably going to win. Nightmare Alley could maybe win. That could be. French Dispatch is going to be nominated. West Side Story is going to be nominated. It's one of the few categories where West Side Story is not vulnerable at all. Like, I actually feel very confident that West Side Story is going to get in. And Tragedy of Macbeth is doing decently in cinematography. Like, I think this is a pretty good 5. Belfast got Critics' Choice, but it hasn't gotten anything else. I'm not predicting that. Cyrano, maybe, but I'm not sure about that. Costume design, I feel pretty confident that Cruella is gonna win. I don't think anyone else has that great of a shot. Dune's gonna get that nominated. Nightmare Alley has every precursor. I wouldn't not predict it. I would keep it in. West Side Story will probably still get in here, but it's a little vulnerable. Well, it could miss, but I'm not sure if I would predict it. And the Cyrano has Costumes Guild and BAFTA. I think all Cyrano needed was the BAFTA, and it got it. And BAFTAs are pretty good at predicting the category, so I'm going to predict it. House of Gucci, I heard it was going to be compared, someone was comparing it to something like Coco from Chanel or something, but that got a BAFTA. House of Gucci did not get a BAFTA. It got Critics' Choice and Costumes Guild, but Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to predict that. So, you know, I think all of these movies showed up at Costumes Guild, but that's because the categories were divided up. These are the only real 6 I think have a shot, to be honest. Only real 6. Original score is Dune's winning, easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. Power of the Dog is going to be nominated. French Dispatch and Don't Look Up will probably also be nominated. And number 5, I have Encanto. Encanto was nominated at the Globes, and this category is kind of weak, but it'll probably get in. It had a pretty good score, but so I think it's pretty safe for 5. The one other thing I could see getting nominated is Parallel Mothers. That could actually get a score nomination. I'm not sure if I would predict it, but it could happen. Spencer's kind of dead. I don't think Spencer's going to get scored. Someone pointed out the possibility of it getting a lone score nomination like The Five Bloods did. I'm not sure if that would happen. And then Being the Ricardo's got a BAFTA nomination, but probably not going to get in at the end of the day. Makeup and Hairstyling, House of Gucci probably going to win. Eyes of Tammy Faye, Dune are going to be nominated. Excuse me. Coming to America is going to be nominated. Whenever there's something on the shortlist that goes heavy on the prosthetics, it's going to get nominated. Cruella, I think, is a little vulnerable, but I would still not bet against it getting nominated. This is an easy 5, I think. Next in line is the Suicide Squad. There's some prosthetics, like with Polka Dot Man, has the big bubbles, it has the Thinker with the things in his head. Like, there's a little bit, but not as much as the first. Like, the first one had clown makeup, a freaking guy, there's tattoos, there's a guy covered in scales. Like first one had a lot of makeup, and it made sense. Well, it made sense why it was nominated. It didn't make sense why it won, but still. And Cyrano is just hair. Emma was just hair, though, that was nominated, but I don't think Cyrano's going to get nominated. Makeup. Maybe it can, but I'm not sure. Visual effects. This category is an absolute mess. It's an absolute banana mess. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Might not even solidify these visual effects predictions, but I might just... But I guess these will be my final ones, so... I guess I'll just solidify these, but I'm not really confident. I think I'll get like 3 out of 5. Dune winning. Of course, Dune winning. That's winning. Matrix Resurrection and No Time to Die. I'm definitely predicting. Those have everything. Those will probably get nominated. I would definitely predict those. Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not letting go of that one. I'm not going to let go. It's kind of following all the same beats that Kong Skull Island did. I know they didn't nominate Pacific Rim and they didn't nominate the first Godzilla, but they did nominate Kong Skull Island, so I'll leave it in. It is vulnerable, but I'll leave it in. I'll leave it. And number 5, there's Shang-Chi, Ghostbusters, and Spider-Man. I do think one Marvel film is going to get in. I feel a little weird just shutting out Marvel. I think I'm going to do Spider-Man because I'm skeptical that Shang-Chi is going to get in. Black Panther had pretty decent visual effects, but mediocre looking final battle. Shang-Chi has pretty good visual effects, except a mediocre looking final battle. So yeah, I think that could happen. Well, Spider-Man also is just like nothing new, so that could maybe miss. And also Ghostbusters Afterlife is one I'm actually looking out for. I would not be surprised if that's read out on Oscar nomination morning. Even like Free Guy, I think, is not impossible for a nomination, but I wouldn't predict it. Best Sound, Dune's winning. West Side Story's gonna get nominated. This is gonna get in. No Time to Die is gonna get nominated. I feel pretty good about Belfast. And The Quiet Place Part 2, I actually think is number 5. Not Spider-Man No Way Home. I think Quiet Place is number 5. It got a BAFTA, and it got like a Sound Editor Guild nomination, I think. However, the first one, I know the first one got 1 sound nomination, didn't even get both. But I'll still predict Quiet Place 2 anyway. And Spider-Man No Way Home, they don't like to nominate Marvel films a lot. They nominated Iron Man, and they nominated Black Panther. Iron Man was probably just nominated because the category was weak, and then Black Panther is the only movie that they've ever embraced above the line, so I think those are the only reasons why those are nominated. Last Night in Soho got a BAFTA. I would not be shocked if that got in, but it's unlikely. Tick Tick Boom. Probably not. Power of the Dog. Getting Deja Vu from Nomadland. Nomadland didn't even get a Nomadland got a BAFTA. Parallax didn't get a BAFTA. Not happening, I don't think. Bruno song No Time to Die is winning. This is easy. Be a Life from King Richard being nominated. Dos Oruguitas is going to be nominated for Encanto. I know we don't talk about Bruno was not submitted. I know they submitted Dos Oruguitas, but Dos Oruguitas will still be nominated just from the fact that it's Encanto. And if they actually submitted, we don't talk about Bruno though, that maybe could have won. Down to Joy for Belfast. I was kind of set on snubbing it. It's not a very memorable song. However, I look at the song from Child of Chicago 7. It's not a memorable song, but it still got nominated because it's coattailing off of the Best Picture nominee. I think Belfast is the same. And then Guns Go Bang, they're campaigning this one hard from the Heart They Fall. They're campaigning this one pretty hard, Netflix. So I think this is actually going to be the number 5 slot. I know a lot of people are predicting Just Look Up, and for good reason. Just Look Up is pretty strong. But I think there's quite a bit going against it. It's a comedy song. It cuts out, like, during the film, it, like, cuts out at sometimes during the song. I just think it has quite a bit going against it, but I still think it's very possible that gets it. Somehow You Do is Diane Warren, but it's from 4 Good Days. No one's seen that movie. No one's even heard of it. But it's Diane Warren. I guess you cannot underestimate that. If that's announced, though, I'll probably, like, scream and jump off my freaking chair. And I'll probably be in shock for, like, 10 minutes. Maybe not, like, jump off my chair, but I'll be, like, definitely in shock. And Beyond the Shore from Coda. Not happening. Documentary. This category is a mess every year. It's a mess. The Rescue, I think, is the safest for the nomination. Flea, safe as well. Procession is Netflix. I cannot underestimate that. Summer of Soul, like, this is the front runner. This is, like, kind of the front runner. And they usually let us know the front runner a lot. And it could happen again. But I just want to say, like, if it gets nominated, it's winning. Like, it's just going to win. And also, it's a little, like, you predict like, if you think something gets snubbed because it's winning awards, like, that's just so weird. Like, I think you're a little crazy to snub that, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because it might not even get snubbed. And then I have Attica. I heard it was being compared to one of my good, like, award predicting pals on Letterboxd from our group chat. Compared it to Crip Camp, so I guess I'll predict it, but I don't know. And the same breath in the first waiver about COVID. Ascension is pretty buzzed about documentary. Velvet Underground's a music one, but I don't think they're gonna do 2 musics. And then Julius from the director of RBG. And then Writing with Fire is actually a buzzed about one that could actually get in. I'll probably have that above Velvet Underground. And Essential I'll probably put above the First Wave because First Wave's probably not gonna get in. International Feature, Drive My Car winning. Drive My Car's winning. Worst Person gonna be nominated. Hand of God has not missed a beat. A Hero is probably gonna be nominated. And Fleet, this is an easy 5. I don't know why anyone would predict. I guess it's 5. Iron Man and Compartment Number 6 are the only other ones I could maybe see upsetting, but probably not. Animated Feature, Encanto's probably gonna win. Luca is gonna be nominated. Flea is gonna be nominated, and a lot of people are kind of doubting it, but it's gonna get nominated. Mitchell's vs. the Machines is probably gonna be nominated. Don't snub it, Academy. It's the best animated film of last year. Nominate it, please. And the Raya Laugh Dragon number 5. This is such an easy 5. Bell is the director of Mirai. It's also like his last film. That can maybe get a narrative, but Sing 2 got a few Guild nominations, but I think it's just gonna be this year's Croods too. Gets a few precursors, but doesn't make it at the end of the day. And then animated short. We are on to animated short. These categories are usually pretty tough because, like, I've never heard of any of the films, but we'll see. But let's start with the animated short. Us Again's obviously getting nominated. This is Disney short that everyone liked. It's probably gonna win. It probably will win. Robin Robin's a Netflix one with animals. Can't against that one. Nemu is from the director of Opera, so I'm gonna just predict that. Bestia, I heard it's pretty weird, but I'll still predict that. And Souvenir Souvin. And then the Windshield Wiper is my number 5. It has like a pretty like trippy art style, I heard, and it's on Gold Derby, so I'll predict that. Souvenir, I'm not sure about that one. Step Into the River could actually get in, I think. Musician is another best bet one. And then Affairs of the Art. Looks pretty weird. Best documentary short, Camp Confidential, is about, like, Holocaust, I think. And it's Netflix, that's in. Queen of Basketball's in, that's gonna get nominated for sure. The Hidden Life of J.C. Leyendecker will probably also be nominated. It's an LGBTQ one, I think. So that'll get nominated. Day of Rage is about the Capitol riot. So that'll get in. And then Three Songs for Benazir is number 1 on Gold Derby, so I cannot bet against that. Audible could get in, though. And Terror Contagion, probably not. And Best Live Action Short, The Long Goodbye is getting nominated for sure. This is Riz Ahmed. They like Star Power. They nominated the short with Oscar Isaac last year, so they'll probably nominate this one. Allah Kachu Take and Run, I heard is a pretty buzzed about. It has pretty good ratings on Letterboxd and has a pretty interesting like concept and premise. Probably get in. Free Miles, I believe, is from the director of Marguerite, so yeah, that was nominated. When the Sun Sets is number 1 on Gold Derby, so I can't see why I'd go against that. And Television Has a Kid. They love shorts with kids. I'll nominate that. Center of Dreams can also get in, so can Under the Heavens, but yeah. Anyway, those are my predictions for the 2022 Oscars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and tell me your own predictions in the comments. Stay tuned for tomorrow to see my nation reaction. Obviously, I'm going to flip out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.